Lately there's been a spate of social media discussions about air rage. People get into anger problems with switching seats on an airline. Now there's a bunch of stupid reasons for wanting to switch seats, right? You got grown people who just want to sit next to each other. I mean, unless you're talking about a child under 8 years old, I think that's kind of stupid. Explore a little bit. We're talking about, at best, a 10, 12-hour flight. Usually it's a domestic flight, too, so explore a little bit. We're talking about people who want to sit next to a window seat. I used to do that, but lately I've been thinking, if especially if the person doesn't want to switch seats with me, maybe they should enjoy it a little bit, and I can get up and view something for 2 minutes if I want to. I don't think that's the end of the world anymore. Now, there is one case where switching seats might make a little bit of sense, but even then, you got people with food allergies and they need the person next to them to accommodate them, or whatever the situation is. They need the flight attendant to make an announcement. I think all of this could be eliminated if we practice good hygiene with our food, right? When you're eating something, you shouldn't eat it in a way that the person next to you could get a reaction, right? Clean your hands. Don't use your hands even, right? Use utensils. Don't dust your food everywhere. I wish education about that could be just as common as washing your hands, as good hygiene in terms of going out. And I work at a tutoring center, actually. If I get a first or second grader who's eating, I often try to instill this piece of education. It's just like washing your hands, right? It's just like coughing into your elbow or anything like that, right? And even then, usually younger kids are a little bit more receptive. I usually just teach them, there are people who could get sick if they come into contact with the wrong food, right? So we got to keep it neat. And usually younger kids can understand, but older kids, oh my God, you got a third, fourth, fifth grader, they get really defensive about that. They think their food is the best thing in the world. And they made it past social distancing and wearing a mask and even getting a foreign substance injected into their arm. And then they get really defensive about the idea that their favorite food might make other people sick, right? It's one piece of education we really could give, and that would resolve a lot of this stuff down the road, right? I've even heard of people who want to advocate for a food-free area at a ball game or on an airplane. How about a mess-free area? And it really should be 100% of the place, right?